Genesis chapter 21, the birth of Isaac. The Lord was kind to Sarah, as he had told her, and did for her what he had promised. Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the time fixed by God in his promise. Abraham named the son Sarah bore him Isaac. When his son Isaac was 8 days old, Abraham circumcised him, as God had commanded him. He was 100 years old when Isaac, his son, was born to him. And Sarah said, God has filled me with laughter, and everyone who hears about it will laugh with me. And she added, Who would have told Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age. The boy grew up and was weaned. On the day Isaac was weaned, Abraham threw a great feast. But Sarah saw that the son that Hagar the Egyptian had borne to Abraham was laughing at Isaac. And she said to Abraham, Get rid of that slave girl and her son, for he will never be heir with my son Isaac. This disturbed Abraham greatly, as it involved his son. But God said to him, Do not be troubled about the child and the slave girl. Do whatever Sarah asks of you, because it will be through Isaac that his offspring will be considered. But also of the son of the bondwoman I will make a people, after all he is your descendant. The next morning Abraham took some loaves of bread and a leather vessel full of water, gave them to Hagar and, having placed them on her shoulders, sent her and the child away. She set out and wandered through the desert of Beersheba. When the water in the bowl ran out, she left the boy under a bush. And she went and sat down close by, and arrows shot away, because she thought, I can't watch the boy die. Sitting nearby, she began to cry. God heard the boy crying, and God's angel from heaven called Hagar and said to her, What ails you, Hagar? Don't be afraid, God heard the boy cry where you left him. Lift up the boy and take him by the hand, because I will make him a great people. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a fountain. She went there, filled the bowl with water, and gave the boy a drink. God was with the boy. He grew up, lived in the desert, and became an archer. He lived in the desert of Paran, and his mother got him a wife from the land of Egypt. At that time, Abimelech, accompanied by Phicol, commander of his army, said to Abraham, God is with you in everything you do. Now, swear to me before God that you will not deceive me, nor my children and descendants. Treat the nation that welcomed you as a foreigner with the same kindness I treated you. Abraham replied, I swear. Yet Abraham complained to Abimelech about a well that Abimelech's servants had taken by force. But Abimelech replied, I don't know who did this. You never said anything to me, and I only found out about it today. So Abraham brought sheep and oxen, gave them to Abimelech, and the two made an agreement. Abraham separated 7 sheep from the flock. So Abimelech asked him, What do these 7 sheep mean, which you have separated from the rest? He replied, Take these 7 sheep from my hand as a testimony that I dug this well. Therefore that place was called Beersheba, because there the two swore an oath. When this agreement was signed in Beersheba, Abimelech and Phicol, commander of his troops, returned to the land of the Philistines. Abraham, in turn, planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba and there invoked the name of the Lord, the eternal God. And Abraham dwelt in the land of the Philistines for a long time.